The son touched his head in disbelief, unable to imagine that his own father would strike with deadly force. At that moment, Kyle was terrified, shocked that the bullets couldn't harm this monster. He quickly reloaded, but just as he raised his gun, Brandon vanished into thin air.
Oh, man.
Realizing something was wrong, Kyle immediately ran toward the edge of the forest. But before long, Brandon slammed him to the ground and began closing in step by step. The next moment,
God. Please. Brandon, don't. I'm sorry.
Brandon's killing did not stop. He set his sights on me. At that point, I still hadn't figured out what was happening when the thoughts suddenly began to shake violently. I hurriedly called the police for help, and soon 2 officers arrived.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that?
Tori! You're safe now. We got you.
Go! Take cover! No, you don't. Go! Hey!
Looking at the pool of blood, I completely broke down. However, the fate of the other female officer was just as horrific. At a critical moment, I suddenly remembered that perhaps the spaceship could harm Brandon. So I immediately ran toward the barn. But as soon as I got there, I discovered Erica, who had been missing for days. In my panic, I broke off a piece of metal from the spaceship and used it to lure Brandon out.
Where are you, baby?
As I kept calling his name, he actually appeared.
Mom?
Looking at this child I had once loved so deeply, I couldn't help but step forward and hold him.
You will always be my baby boy.
But to my surprise, he saw right through my plan. In that instant, he lost all reason.
Oh, Brandon, I'm sorry. Oh, Brandon.
He grabbed me and shot straight up into the sky, and in the next moment, from that point on, no one in the world would ever know Brandon's secret again.
Breaking news at this hour, a passenger jet has crashed in the small town of Brightburn, Kansas. There are believed to be no survivors among the 268 passengers on board. Investigators are not yet sure what caused the plane to drop suddenly from the sky and crash into this small family farm. Among the reported dead are the residents of the farmhouse, Kyle and Tori Breyer. They are survived by their 12-year-old son, Brandon.